Y'all mind if we get intellectual on this episode?
Whoa. I'm kind of burnt out after after those midterms, man. I'll be honest.
I just have a few, like, school things, because that's all our lives are right now,
yeah,
obviously.
pretty
it's just
much.
school, so I just want to talk about school. I was just thinking about this last night. Is university, because we've been at university for, I mean, we graduated high school when
2019, right?
like when we started Salvy and Quinn,
yeah,
pretty much, or just before we started Salvy and Quinn, and we've been in university for like years now, and with gap years from COVID and stuff. But is university how you thought it was going to be? Like when you were like a kid or like in high school and you imagined university, is it what you thought it would be?
I know it's kind of
really, yeah,
but I also never really thought about it.
I didn't think
I don't know. Like I never
yeah.
was sat down and pictured myself like in university or anything.
No, I never really thought about it.
Really,
either.
the biggest like thing that surprised me, and sort of still, I'm like to this day kind of surprises me somewhat, is just how fast it is.
Yeah, it is fast. It is fast.
Because, you know, like, in school, obviously, you're in, like, a math class or whatever for the whole year. So you have lots of time to cover all the other topic. In university, it's like, all right, today we're going to talk about this. And that's it. You move on.
It is
to the
a little
next
bit
thing,
unique
like, right
because
away.
our school was unique like that, where we would do 8 classes through the whole year instead of 4 classes.
Yeah, I know not every school is like that. But...
I mean, very, very few are like that. Like, almost 0 are like that. So I think it is a little bit unique for us. Like, yeah, it does feel a bit faster, but for most people, it would be just normal speed. But
I think I would have been fucked if it was normal speed, honestly.
You'd just be used to it. It's
well,
just
maybe,
what you
but, like,
done.
I'm still not even used to it.
You're saying you just wouldn't have graduated high school.
I'm not saying that, but I mean, you know me,
I
dog.
would have been fucked. That's pretty. I think that's what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying. Because listen, man, I'm big intellectual man, right? Honor roll.
They call me big intellectual.
That's what my mom calls me, at least. I don't know about anyone else, but
big ink.
Big ink. Pen is mightier than the sword. I'll have you know.
I would just say, like, it does feel at times like every second counts. Like when there's a, like, I do low-key though love when there's a prof that just shows up 5 minutes late every single time.
Yeah.
And you're just like, hey, they just care as much as we do.
I mean, to be fair, sometimes they're also coming across from campus or whatever, like the other side. But yeah, no, there's some people.
No, I've got
like
some morning classes that I know they've got nothing else going on before this. And they're just always late. It's like, I love it. No, I would say, like, it's not really how I thought it would be, because I don't know what it's like for you in computer science, but geography is just fucking PowerPoint simulator, right? That's all it is. It's just we watch PowerPoints, and that's it. We look at PowerPoints, and we all take notes on PowerPoints we already all have access to.
Yeah.
So, oh, fuck, did that make it? Yeah. Like, it just isn't. It's not chalkboard and fucking big lecture hall with a guy talking and we have to remember everything he says and are frantically note-taking or whatever. It's just kind of just PowerPoints.
Yeah, I mean, I've had both classes, like classes where...
Wow. What are you doing?
Wow, they made the jump, some of them. That's crazy.
What? Why? What was that? What were they doing? What? That's so weird.
Swan dive, bro.
They're just like, yo! Guys, there's water here! They didn't just all fall off. It looked like they were walking to something. And it wasn't me, because they're all off of me now. Like, once I throw them, they go light blue and light yellow, because they're not weird. Anyway. Yeah, I can't believe I only lost 2 with that. I'll turn most of these yellow. I don't know how many I need. Anyway, yeah, it's mostly just PowerPoints.
Yeah, mine's like a blend. And I kind of like the power... Wow. I don't know. Actually, I don't know which one I like more. Do I like the PowerPoints more or the chalkboard more? I don't know. One thing I've been kind of surprised by is how ass so many of the professors are. Like, that's kind of the biggest shock, is that a lot of the high school teachers were way better teachers than a lot of the
I don't know. It's hard to gauge for me. I feel like I still don't even know what a good professor is, because, again, it's just all looking at PowerPoints. Like, it's all just the same stuff. We use the, like... Some teachers will just use other teachers' PowerPoints in their classes. Yeah. Like, I see a teacher I took a different course with. It's just like, oh, well. I don't know. It's weird like that. I hope this is enough. I really don't know. It's going to be like 30-something.
You're probably fine. I'm saying that with no basis whatsoever, but, like, you're probably fine.
In one of my courses, my cartography course, which is super fun.
Yep.
We've got a final project, and it's like we get the final probably month of lab time just to work on it, and you could do whatever you want. You just have to make a map, and you have to have like 2 types of data overlapping, and then it has to like tell a story, right? Because all maps. Oh, only 20? I think I'll have to make a couple more. Nah, wow. We got it.
Finesse.
All right. So she put up a few maps of what past students have done.
Yeah.
And she's showing one, and she's like, I'm not going to tell you what this person got, but it's a super, like, she shows it's a super basic, just city map of our city.
Yeah.
With, what is it? Income and immigrant population. So it's telling the story of, like, how immigrants move in and then have to live in lower income areas.
Right.
And it's a super basic map. I'm looking at, like, man, I could make that in maybe 4 hours.
Yeah.
Right? It's a final project. She ends up, like, kind of mentioning, it got a B. So I'm like, oh damn, like I'll hit
like,
that.
You're fine. Yeah.
Then so here's what I came up with for my final project. I was going to do a map of Europe with population size by like circles over top, like big circle for big population, and then best result at a European championship, like the Euro, the soccer tournament. And then I wouldn't have to like label all the countries because all you yell or die. I don't give a shit. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll do, like, that'll be super simple.
But they dropped it because they died.
They'll pick it back up.
Will they though?
Yeah, I think so.
One of them will.
They all got off of it again. Wait, they're jumping back. Man, I don't get this game at all. Why are they jumping back all of a sudden? They just suddenly they want to live again? How? Okay, just die already.
And also just pick it back up already.
Yeah, pick it back up. Some of them are. And they're back at it. All right. I'll probably just turn them all blue because I don't really want to.
Yeah.
Do that
so like maps of Europe.
Yeah.
And,
so it's a super simple idea, and then this guy comes in. Oh, that wasn't enough. This guy comes in and he's like telling us all like what he works in the library. He's got a bunch of data.
Yeah.
So we could ask him questions about data for our project, and everyone's putting their hand up asking about like the most complicated fucking water surface temperature and like different like I can't even explain, like it was so complicated I can't even make a joke about it because it's just so complicated. And I was like looking around and for 20 minutes we asked this guy questions about different types of data, and I'm just like in awe.
Did he know the answers?
Yeah, he had some answers like, oh, that's gonna be really hard. Oh, that's gonna be really hard. Yeah, I don't know if we have
really
that.
An answer though?
Yeah. One was just like, oh, I want to do neighborly garbage takeout, like waste management, and he's like, you will not find neighborly data for that or whatever. And I was just thinking, like, guys, she showed us what a B and A project is on this final exam or this final project that's worth like 40% of our grade. Like, you're good if you do good on it. Like, just do something easy, man. I don't know. I people are going to try hard is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's just it not in my DNA.
Sometimes it doesn't take much to like get a good grade, like for that B or whatever. That doesn't sound too hard. Or
like what they're doing. It
like
sounds...
last class on one of the final projects, I got 100% on for making like a super basic video. I think I talked about it.
I've had
which I don't know if I talked about this, but like I mentioned it to my mom, and then she was like, "Oh, can I see it?" I'm like, "Yeah, like I'm fine. Like I'd rather not." Because it's always just kind of sort of like awkward when someone's watching your video like right in front of you like that.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my god, this was so good." And she's like, "Can I send it to your grandma?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I guess." And then my grandma calls me a day later, and she's like, "So what was that thing your mom sent me?" I was like, "What, did she not explain it?"
She didn't like it?
Oh, no, I was like, "Oh, did she not explain it?" She's like, "No, I didn't, like, what was it? Like, what was it for?" I was like, "Oh, it was, like, for a school thing." She's like, "Oh, I thought you were just, like, doing it for fun or something." She did not understand. So my mom just sent it to her with no context.
No context. That's funny.
And then, like, over the course of the week, like, I just had random people texting me. Like, my mom's best friend, Shelly, texted me. She's like, "Just saw the video. It was fantastic." I was like, all right. Mom.
Okay, I'm going to say this. And you don't need me to say this, but never, ever, ever tell your mom about Salvy and Quinn.
That's why I don't. That is the genuine reason I don't.
I know it is. Because
I'm not trying to pull up to the family, like, functions, and all my cousins are like, "Oh, so Quinn from Salvy and Quinn." Like,
that is so funny. fucking Shelly out of nowhere, no context. Great video, thumbs up.
Yeah, no, and she said, great video. I think my supervisor might be super interested in this. And I was like, oh.
What was the video about, Doc?
And I was like, oh, thanks, but like I don't think it's that serious or whatever. Like, you do not need to send it to your supervisor.
What was the
video? It was. Fuck, what even was?
I want to watch it now.
I don't even remember.
I'm gonna try and get in there, dude.
Like, I genuinely don't
drop it in the description for the viewers.
It's on the Quinn Boston personal channel. It's unlisted.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
But maybe
it's on Salvy and Quinn.
Should I? Hey man, views are views, dog. We gotta break into a new algorithm here.
Way too many boys.
Oh, that's fine.
I brought boys on boys. Look, some of the boys can't even boy it up. Hey.
But yeah, it was like such a basic video, and it got 100, which is pretty funny. And also, one thing I don't think we talked about this either, but we recently learned that we took the same course.
Yeah, we did.
Just like a year, maybe not quite a year apart, and we didn't realize until we were talking about it like way later.
Yeah.
Which was super funny, and
I had to make a video for that one.
Yeah, by the sound of it, you're like, he made it way easier by the time you took it, because my final project, it had to be like super complicated.
I mean, it was still
we were talking about it
but...
in the library. Yeah, it was still work, but we had to like make up this fake scenario where like the world is ending.
The world? Oh, we just had an emergency on campus. That was ours.
Yeah, no, it was like a worldwide emergency, and like, how is everybody gonna react?
Salvy and Quinn stopped uploading.
Yeah.
Salvy and Quinn uploaded a 3-minute video.
The world is ending. Mark's world is ending. That.
So for our
that's gonna be
the darkest
time. When we're done with Pikmin, he's just gonna instantly unsubscribe. He's like, well, it was a good run, boys.
Instantly doxes us. Just becomes super toxic. No, he's gotta wait for Pikmin 2, dude. He's excited for Pikmin 2. Speaking of the labs, having all these labs to do, like, because that's all school is for me. It's PowerPoints and labs.
Yeah.
I've been killing the labs. You said you got 100 on that project for doing pretty basic stuff.
Yeah.
I've been getting like 93, 92 on just like completing it, like just normal.
Oh yeah.
Cutscene. So we're just missing one piece. The One
Piece, man. Next week's gonna go crazy.
I can't wait. It'll just be one episode, probably. And we'll beat the game. But yeah, I've been killing the labs, and there was one lab where I was in between these two people, one of which I'm friends with, and then I put my headphones on, and I need to finish the lab in the 2 hours, so I'm just like locked in. And then she keeps asking me questions. I take one headphone off, answer a question, so, slide my chair over so I can see her table, point at one thing, slide back. Then this other guy, I don't know who he is at all. He asking me questions or whatever, and I was like, take the other headphone off. Yeah, what? Like, and then after a while, I was just like, guys, I'm busy. Like, I just had to say like no. And then there was one point where both of them had their hands up, waiting for the TA, and I could see them both just like side-eyeing me because they know I can help them. And I'm
like the expert.
Yeah,
that's funny.
And then I said that later, like after they got help. I'm like, man, I felt bad when you both needed help and I could, and they were just like, okay, buddy. Like, but I was feeling myself because I was just like, I was a little flummoxed because I was behind schedule from where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And then once I finished the few questions and actually like looked at what the final questions were, I was like, oh, I could do this. All right, let me help you guys out. Let me be a team player. But
yeah, most of my labs this term are all just like participation. 2 out of the 3 of them are. So like, and one of them he doesn't even
team
check
stuff, like doing stuff with partners or what?
No.
What do you mean by participation?
Like all you as long as you do what you're asked to do, then you get full marks for it.
Oh,
and you don't even have to do it all.
It's 0 or 100.
You actually don't. You can't really get 0 as long as you are there and you show them like question 1 out of 5. You are getting the marks. Like, they do not care.
Here's question 1. It's on this first page. The rest are on the other pages below it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Actually, one of them, you don't have to show him anything. But, like, he knows that I've been working on it because I asked him a few questions. And
see if we
he came by and watched me do the work. But
we lost. We're going to leave these fellas.
Yeah, you can get...
Could I make it there? 8 seconds? And I'd have to...
Skate!
And I'd have to pick them. I'd have to pick man. I might be able to get some. Nah, I don't think so. Allmark ain't got the gas like that.
He's got jets,
there's
bro. He's
two
got
fucking...
jets.
Okay, I will get...
He's wheeling.
3 guys right here. 3, 2, 1. Pick one. What? All right, but we got 4 from that.
Nice. Worth it.
Okay, we are beating Pikmin 1 on the next episode, everybody.
Time flies when you're picking bed.
Yeah, we'll when you're picking bed out of a line. And we'll catch you in the next one. I'm like, hey, what's up? Goodbye.